Okay, we say mama kwaba na shedding so say obekaya. Ade ba ko ana omanpeni na nado dan kwakufu ado. Eye na niso ade hu a wo se wo ba obeboa ganafo amafiri ye konso eye corruption. Enti na nado she ganafo bo se so ba pe any office of the special prosecutor. What the beba empeni ampani ni ampa na nado de bae. Na nankofo hwenum kwan se na nado de office of the special prosecutor be the corruption nke so bete. Nanso asa adanko da do no de gina na gina. Eni nti nanu ada eye Martin Amidu. Yeyi na di ayekofa yewura kesie jaben bae no. Ena Martin Amidu ede nsem bia beto abonte no kire se kesie jaben ni ama bi oya no nsem bi okeka no. Onya se eja yetwe ne sensen. Eno na Kelvin Tailor aba abonte abakire mu se sa office of the special prosecutor nankasa wo motie no. Omo here to go after the NDC particular. I say Nana do danko kufuado ne office of the special prosecutor no tie na Martin Amidu ebe ye adwuma wo hobi no na wo mu ti sa particular office no na omo dey go after the NDC na o dey yente Kelvin Tailor BREAKS ya ye ba yebeto aso.
But the Kufuado dems are using him for a bigger job he doesn't know. Now, Kufuado dems have been able to manage to use another northerner who is not wise to destroy the whole OSP office, because now someone discredited officer no, and some free officer. What is going to happen is that the office is going to come after them. So the next 6 months, we know they want to denigrate the office of the special prosecutor to the point whereby so Obi Bashokra in our heads, there's this new one we all need to talk about. Yes, say the special prosecutor Kisi Ejabeng facing impeachment. So we the Muamunim dada. We the Ubibaka say we the is we ma indinja. Nana do danko Kufuado MPP blueprint and I started no. It's simple. Yes, Martin Amidu ako petition eye Kufuado. Aka chire Kufuado say Kusi Ejabeng ako kansem bi na sansem na wakoka no. Ekire se adwuma no ontumi nye ntiem pam no hey Ghana ahun empenifo no omo manyini pa no bebre jimi. I'm telling you. Now when you read the story, it gets more interesting and it gets sad. It gets interesting and sad because you expect these people to be intelligent enough to know Krampo say nyame bi wa ye nyame bi wa ye nye. Memete ai the day Kisi Jabin was appointed, I told you people on my platform, they will fire him. They will sack him. I told you people. Because the way they do their things, Ekufuado, Okuta, one philosophy. He rules for people to think he's a democratically elected leader. But behind the scenes, he rules like a tyrant. So when things don't go his way, he will show the world that everything is fine, but beneath Nana Ekufuado is more than a murderer. And he has this attitude that so Omawe Juma, it does not matter where you find yourself. You need to work to please him, not to please the constitution. You need to work to please him. And in as West Stadia, Ekufuado has always had issues with people who have tried to do the right thing. Because time about politics, they had an agenda that they wanted something like a monarchy. They wanted something like a government that they will rule forever. And nananum JB Dankwamo wanted to use UP to do. Into wemono, blueprint and say they will portray as people who believe in governance, democracy, transparency. But beneath it, they will be ruling with a fist and they will be making sure say they suppress and oppress people. Now, yetia, and Ekufuado, Pamo Martin Amidu. Adia Chia say Martin Amidu akotro petition ame Ekufuado. Emma petition so Osha Ghana mremu a e wo sanke di 7 days and san Ekufuado kwa na adwun so obehwe de obele fa ho. Dey na Martin Amidu tro petition no. Odukodu Jubilee House no time na Martin Amidu free Jubilee House no na police car apa Martin Amidu ho e de kwa koma Chief Justice. Martin Amidu no the petition ko no. Otu ni car free Jubilee House a OP no. Na motorcade abapa no ho. Motorcade no e de e petition ko CJ ho. We free Jubilee House o. O free Jubilee House AP no. Ah, yen be a gate mano. Na motorcade. Wait. Make for one kind po or say fako. Now, so read this story now. This is the story. This impeachment process follows reports that the special prosecutor declined demands to resign and instead held a press conference to express frustration with his work. Mr. Amidu also claims that by arresting individuals such as Cecilia Dapa and Professor Frimpong Boateng, the special prosecutor abused his rights. Additionally, he alleges a violation of the right to information when Mr. Ejabin requested appointment letters and salary details of all OSP staff to be put on a pen drive for him, as well as issue with the appointment of personnel to the office. Martinami do say, adikudientia ochro petition ko be kufuado say yempam Kisie Ejabin no sanyo ma miense na membo so nchiro. First one, or say Kisie Ejabin omo ka kire ne say on resign, Ekufuado ka kire ne say on resign and also on resign obeso ye dwuma no. 2, or say eye Kisie Ejabin echi Professor Frimpong Boateng eto cells osaye dey osaka se Cecilia Dapa eye sika wako wia yem pensem mu no osi eno so ka ho na okotro petition Ekufuado say yem pam Kisie Ejabin na sanyoma no etia Kisie Ejabin edwuma a oye. Ena 3, osi time Kisie Ejabin eka kire eye time ye pam Martinamidu workers na omo wo special prosecutor office no oka kire obi ase onfa na ndwuma die nyina engu pen drive so mfa mbre no office na onhwehwe omusika semu ene omaketium no se eno so ka ho na kire se Kisie Ejabin omumra nti Ekufuado ngina so onwoma miensa we so na onhwe se or the letter na koma chief justice so apam Kisie Ejabin nti Ekufuado je letter so we de wona ode aba na I go say this 7 days e wo me ho enso ewie ya ye de kɔ enti Martinamidu e de ne car ni moto do kɔ Jubilee House na o tu moto no because na moto no petrol nim enti na start and also moto na start a omo ade bo no motu I say ho na petrol pump no na ohu and also dey then enti o touch na no ti wo moto kedi phone nam nechi omo kuta letter na omo de kwa koma chief justice Ekufuado say wi na omo fa nkɔ and the time letter na de koma chief justice and the time letter no any one day any 2 hours Ekufuado say motorcade mo fa koma chief justice because before that Ekufuado akache Kisie Ejabin say on resign and Kisie Ejabin say on resign Gabi akache say on resign also on resign Oforiata also on ye and I'm okay yani anga say yembo utuo yebepe bodam ni mana bo utuo Ekufuado can say we will not shoot you, we will make a madman shoot you, then after that we will tell the court the madman it wasn't in his right senses, so he can be left off the hook. Or see, ebema bodam ni mo mabo utuo. Ni the bodam ni ko jina court ani aka kire court ne say, why dwini mu enda ho ntie nja na man nko. Sa trap ro ne Ekufuado aseti ama Kisie Ejabin. So, let an copy chief justice ho. And a chief justice say, oh, let a way I be PM hon de. Asema wo mu nyina eturodo. Na emom se wa ma Kisie Ejabin yin no anu a ye beka se meso me ne Ekufuado me kan ho bi na ye pam Kisie Ejabin in the chief justice ono soro Ghana mbra kire se e wo senka letter no oda ho be 30 days adwene ho ehwehwe nsamunum Ekufuado mbra kire se Martinamidu petition no anka 7 days na nko so nya abotre kinkan letter no ehwehwe mu ye se we de wonjina so na se nyina so Martinamidu koduru no eni 2 hours no tam se fakoma CJ Ghana mbra so kire se chief justice no so no e was say at least a month or this steady letter no a steady nyoma ewom ehwe se e wonjina so a ansana we take a decision yede koma chief justice any 2 hours and also na mo fan koma Kisie Ejabin mo kan so yin ho ano and fast on my answer na ehu de be ye ho e hwaro se mo fama no enti unim Ekufuado chief justice o ma ya mo so mo nim asem no mu bi and na o mo use Martinamidu me say Ghana MPP de bia on person mo di Ghana for abro mo de ntafo ne di san kwase adwuma me kan kire mo na mo ntafo de bi me ka kire mo na mo bu ofu mo ntafo de bi mo agimi ayo rade jangopo me say Sa MP na MPP ya Ekufuado Otumfuo said to Wafati ya Menziano. Me say every day. Some person with dim kwasi asem wo Ghana. Omo bu Ghana fo a. Omo de ntafo de dim kwasi asem. Enye no manya tani ba ko de dim kwasi asem. That is the NPP. NPP on tumi kofa won ni be dim kwasi asem. Onim sa won ni onye. On tumi kofa mfantini be dim kwasi asem. Onye. On tumi kofa nzimani be dim kwasi asem ma no onye. On tumi kofa bununi bonofo no omo nye. On to me kofa de koni onye, but the biano MPP for him say ntafo ni be Jimmy. They will always use Northerners to do their dirty job. Omo said today, Omo Nyobia, Martinami do na or say Ekufuado is the mother serpent of corruption. No? Today he believes say Ekufuado will be the best person to solve this problem. Martinamidu is insane. Now even Krampono say Kisija Bing. Say oye obia ejumana oye no say enkwe nim kra you Martinamidu after the things you wrote about Ekufuado, why do you think Ekufuado will be the best person to give you a best judgment? Ekufuado has always wanted to kick this guy out because on percent ye be din nko for the chi entafo mumubi mwejimi. I'm telling you. So NPP we are every single thing they have done in Ghana, Bonibiano, they use in tough to do it. What they call people in the question yepa. Time na Ekufuado mo person mo seti eye Paul Afoko app. Omuko srem. Ena Paul Afoko oye sremni. Ena omode asem koto sremni so. Ena mo man sremfo be ye the witness. Say yanchi Gregory Afoko tum. NPP, that is how they do. Now the men who say NPP ABBA, almost to the other tribes apart from Ntafo. That is what they do. That is what they do. The NPP, no, almost idea be say Ntafo no many omo to use obia biem. And when you look at their history, when you look at their history very well, majority of the people they have used in doing their dirty jobs ain't tough one. You are shocked to say, Martinamidu, right? Why are you shocked? Martinamidu, at the end of the day, say the way you cry, you were kicked out of the office. Say even Kisieja being at the end of the day, or disrespectful cry at the end of the day, for you to justify Ekufuado, no, it shows that you yourself, at the end of the day, this will be a trust too. You were there when Ekufuado sent Oforiata to you to come and tell you, say, Eja Padiano, Omo no mo ye, Emma Obekachere say, these are the facts. Ebe sinne. Can Oforiata any Ekufuado, Obian to Mekasa Samakani, Omo Obwa. Who say Kachere Ghana for say, Kisieja Bena was our office, no, at least there's somebody at the office, no, because as we speak today, Kisieja Ben in some of the to the Suninano, or say, Wakoche from Pomboati atum. O say Kisieja Ben ayday, Wakobusa a ye workers auja mo say, Obian fan resume, and fan salary, and for Bibiangu pen driver so. And now also say a ye Kisieja Ben at the end of the day no or a day. These flimsy things, when opposite Jinasonia Pamono, Niango for Wambra. But there's one interesting thing I want to share. Since they say you be the special prosecutor's office, Ekufuado this special prosecutor office by ND case behind we ni order. And I will stay there. Show me one case, high profile case, from Martinamidu to Kisieja Ben, and the Ekufuado no baomia, ometumi di, I cook case nim ewie, amaka say ya completely file we been see that. So for the 8 years in Kwasiafo we are say sika. From 2017 to 18, I say a special prosecutor's office. From Martinamidu Yankasa himself, Ebesi Kisieja Bembe no high profile case and a special prosecutor a winning or Ghana. I'll say Kabi Bichro. The OSP office na Ekufuado BNO. It was technically the same thing Yapapako for a year with reconciliation. The special prosecutor's office was geared, it was put together towards the destruction of John Mahama. That's all. the Special Prosecutor's Office, it wasn't for anything. It was to come and destroy John Mahama. And they picked somebody from the NDC to come destroy John Mahama. Time may be a reconciliation. The target was J.J. Rawlings. They picked people who were in the armed forces to come and destroy J.J. Rawlings. But you see, the whole thing looks similar. The reconciliation under Kufuor, no matter the number of people who came out, our reconciliation, nobody was able to say, I was there when Rawlings killed this person. Nobody in Ghana. Time yadi Martin Abidubeye, the OSP boss. Ebesi Kisieja Benso. Yadi Martin Abidubeye, the main focus was Martin Abidu was supposed to do what? Was supposed to arrest John Mahama. Bring up some corruption-related issue and make sure John Mahama's career ends there. But Martin Abidu, out of the hate for John Mahama, out of the pain he has endured for years, because he feels he was supposed to be seen or supposed to be given some kind of position that he did not get. That hatred, even though that hatred in the OSP office, he still could not find anything against John Mahama. So after the first 2-3 years, Martin Amidu could not find anything on John Mahama. That was the beginning of the end of the Special Prosecutor's Office. Now, Ekufuado in the Bushia from 2017 to 2018, they wanted at least by 2019 beginning, now coming from Jelly John Mahama. So they wanted to use the NDC person, another Northerner. They wanted to jail John Mahama. Now they take John Mahama out of the picture. But as bitter and as greedy as Martin Amido is, he did everything possible to find some dirt on John Mahama. He could not find even a single one. Do you remember? Enumuwana Gabi Ochidakoko planté Airbus story or UK stupid newspaper be and Omode Ghana say this is a story we did not have any facts. Ekoya could do Special Prosecutor Office. Have you forgotten? Because the idea was that they wanted to use that story to nail John Mahama. But as much as Martin Abidu probed, he realized John Mahama had nothing to do with this. Gabi Ochidakoko did everything possible to find something on John Mahama. It Martin Abidu end to me Angeli John Mahama or prosecute John Mahama on Airbus na a fake story. At the end of the day, there was no evidence. You see, the Airbus story, nobody came out with one shred of evidence. It was a stupid article somebody put in some stupid newspaper in the UK. But you saw what the NPP did. They brought it and shared it, and the newspapers took it. Joy News, Evans and Tisa Bosumbano. You saw the way they were standing there and speaking like they had facts. Nobody till date was able to provide one evidence. Even in the UK court, John Mahama's name was not mentioned. Even in the UK court, there was nothing that was directed to John Mahama. But it became a national topic to the point whereby Special Prosecutor's Office picked it up. The Special Prosecutor's Office picked up a story which did not have any evidence with it. And they said, I'm going to look into it because the pressure was coming from Gabi. The pressure was coming from Ekufuado. The pressure was coming from the Attorney General. The pressure was that do and find something on John Mahama. Didn't you see the amount of energy they put into Airbus? Ghana problems in Jaika, even to the point where they brought it to Parliament. That is how dangerous the NPP is. They put everything on the side because they didn't want John Mahama to contest in 2020 elections. So they thought to say this one there. Because who was the reporter who reported on the Airbus story? Gabi Kofabaye. It didn't have a reporter. It didn't have a direct link. The story was just put in front of a stupid newspaper in the UK. There was nobody who basically owned up to say the Airbus story, I wrote it, I followed it up. No reporter in the world. But what they did was that they just found a newspaper, they found a lazy journalist and said, put it here and let us give you this money. Gabi we not buy to internet. So John Mahama is a government official one. That is what. And then they gave it to Nkwasi Afono, Omujandam Fono. So going into election 2020, that was the agenda. So when that agenda failed, the office of the Special Prosecutor just crumbled. After Airbus, Special Prosecutor Office in Tumen Jinan and Asubim. Now, can't you see? The NPP are using Obidise Paul Adomotri against Kisie Jabin Today, it looks like when you watch Paul Adomotri, it is like they have given him a contract to come and destroy the person who occupies the special prosecutor's office. Like every single day, go and say something about him. Every single day, go and discredit him. This is the man that at the end of the day, if we are giving him all the support, he will do the job. But when you get distractors, drug addicts, like Paul Adomotri Dems, every single day, trying to let the world think, say, the special prosecutor is a problem. Whilst the system that is supposed to help the special prosecutor work is not helping, how do you get a special prosecutor to work? I'm not going to sit here and say Kissie Jabin is a perfect human being. But at the end of the day, when you have a former special prosecutor sitting on the lines and putting out this flimsy excuse and saying, because of this and this and this, they should sack you, you need to understand that the system is rather fighting the OSP's office. It does not matter who is appointed to the OSP office, because the OSP's office was put together just because of John Mahama. Right now, the OSP's office has no focus. Inti anopa, enyumbre, oko jina Metro, good evening, Metro Ghana. Paul Adomotri jina hono, he is doing the bidding of Ekufuado, the bidding of Gabi. Do everything and discredit the guy, because if you don't discredit the guy, whatever the guy will say, Ghana for sum. So the first thing to do, but Kissie Jabin, he has a bulletproof car. Kissie Jabin, he has money. Kissie Jabin, I don't care. Is Kissie Jabin doing a job? If Kissie Jabin is asking for a car and the government thinks it is not right for him to have, what is the government supposed to do? To deprive him of that car? So when he asks for a car and the government gives to him, is it his fault? So why should I say, because the government decided to give Kissie Jabin money to go get a car, I should have a problem with Kissie Jabin? It is up to the government to make sure that every institution, at the end of the day, the resource that goes there is used judiciously. So you cannot tell me that because Kissie Jabin, we could not manage our resource and gave it to him and he's using it, the job should not go on. And yet, Gabi, people like Paul Adomotri, the idea in say, let us destroy Kissie Jabin. And as usual, NPP for Benya Teni using from Monday, you see what they will do to this man. Me say from Monday, TV so they will come and nail him. You'll be shocked. Because but this office is supposed to be an officer because only from the day they started accusing Kissie Jabin Besinde, nobody has been able to prove with one evidence. Say Papa where could you be sicker? As much as there are some things that he does, I think he can do better. Nobody has been able to come out to say Kissie Jabin breaching the office. Watam sika way, way. I have not seen it, and nobody has been able to put any facts on the table. But from Monday, they will turn their machinery at him. I'm telling you, they'll fire him. It has been decided. The Chief Justice is just setting a trap for him. It is a simple trap. Can I ask them, if you don't respond, then I'll go with what I have. If you respond, then they will scrutinize and say, oh, you're by force, why a mistake? So technically, Omar can just say, drink the poison and die. The action the Chief Justice has taken is to tell Kissie Jabin, drink poison and die. Resign and walk. Because whatever your response will be, it was not going to be a response that I would say you deserve to be in the office. Inti, that you see journalists on TV, MPP journalists like Paul Adomotri, like they say they have been in the system for long. They say omo kwama wo, omo boama ketashe echa, omo boa ama krono su echa. And for about months, we didn't know say Sisi Dadapa was a thief. We were over $25 million. Kissie Jabin na me hu ye. How can people turn around and go after Kissie Jabin? At least let us get to the bottom of that issue. So on Kissie Jabin now say ope Ghana ye, ope say fight corruption. Let us try and exonerate Sisi Dadapa. So all that we have to do is to support the OSP, support Yoko to make sure the Attorney General prosecutes Sisi Dadapa. Say a quarter Sisi Dadapa, she nima ni Sisi Dadapa did no wrong. But today, every evening, you will see a journalist or a friend who journalist, I don't know. Paul Adomotri, a crackhead, sit on TV for hours, denigrating the office that is supposed to fight corruption. But he himself cannot give you an iota of the evidence that the man, the special prosecutor, has taken money from somebody or has breached the law. Everything that he does is propaganda. Spill it. Keep lying. Keep putting things on the man. People will believe it. Just keep destroying. And that is the modus operandi of these foolish ones. And that is what they have done for some time now. They have decided, and in from 2008, they told Ghana, committee catcher, Yan can't Ghana for some Mahama, that's all. Yan can't Ghana said, but some Mahama is still hospital for. The Mahama baby akaso kromfo so ebeto yetim Mahama si hospital krama e si amante ma yehwe so kromfo, and that is the strategy omafa against Kisie Jabin. Until from Monday they will activate it. They will give him no space. They will make sure, because you see right now what they want to do now, and they say Martin Amidu any Kisie Jabin, what Ekufuado wants them to do, somehow they didn't want to follow. Some will see Unina Cecilia Pansem no. Dear Unina, it is all because of Cecilia Dapa. And you see, some of these old guys, some of these old men we expect to at least be smarter and wiser. Sometimes they take some decisions and you ask yourself, are they taking the decision because of their selfishness, or because of their greediness, or because they know they are going to die early and they don't care? Because a normal day, nobody will say, Martin Amidu, what was his reason for this? If the boy says he cannot fit in your shoes, go and sleep. What's your problem? If he says he's not going to do the same thing you did, it happens everywhere. Close your mind and go and sleep. It is looking like a witch hunt. I will go down with the devil to destroy Kisie Jabin. That is what we are seeing here. Martin Amidu told us Ekufuado is a dangerous person. He's a criminal. We should not even allow anybody from the NPP to lead. Today, out of greed and pettiness, out of selfishness, he just wants to destroy the office. Then Obia say office no cry. So he does not care. He will go in bed with the Ekufuado and destroy the special prosecutor's office. Martin Amidu idea and say destroy Kisie Jabin. Ekufuado any Poladomo Chimo any Gabi mo idea and say destroy the institution, the office of the special prosecutor. You have no idea. There are two branches to this matter. Martin Amidu, they are using him to fight his personal battle, but he doesn't know, say, they're using him to fight his personal battles. They are using him to the same time destroy the bigger picture. It's Martin Amidu Nitrimuno, on him say he's doing something that will please him, something that will make him happy. But he doesn't know, say, Ekufuado dems are granting him this because the Ekufuado dems themselves, they want to discredit the special prosecutor's office. And when these things happen, it helps Ekufuado, it helps Gabi, it helps Bedietuo, it helps Gabi, it helps all of them, because now they are discrediting the office itself. Martin Amidu is just taking a piece of the office away. Martin Amidu is being selfish and childish. He's just fighting, you see, it's all about ego. He's hurt that this boy disrespected him, so he wants to destroy the boy's future. He believes he's an old lawyer, he has been in the system for long, this is a small boy, he needs to destroy him. So his idea is that I'll destroy him, and the destruction is I'll take him out of the office. But the Ekufuado dems are using him for a bigger job he doesn't know. Now Ekufuado dems have been able to manage to use another northerner who is not wise to destroy the whole OSP office, because now someone discredited office and some free officer. What is going to happen is that the office is going to come after them. So the next 6 months, we know they want to denigrate the office of the special prosecutor to the point whereby so Obi Bashao cry in our heads, in our heads, and that is what the Poladomochis and the Gabis and the Bedietuos of Furiata, the NPP criminal cartel, that is the idea. And when you see these things, don't say Martin Amidu is just doing a bigger job for them, but he himself, he doesn't even know.
Office of the Special Prosecutors, and almost that say na yem fan chase NDC for ya de na nya na yem fan kolutu omo ne ada de nti opa say Office of the Special Prosecutor na nkasa pa de nti a wo mote ye no aye for the NDC offer na na Jessica pa channel ni media ko don subscribe ya na wa subscribe e de amame. Bye bye.